I have a message for the ops. You know, a lot of times, especially in America, we have different words that we apply different definitions to these words. Like the word hot. We may say, man, that dude over there, man, he hot. I'm staying away from him. Now, we may say, take that as temperature, or his behavior is so hot, or it's dangerous, or he may even be a type of person that will give the authorities information and send you to jail. Confidential informant, confidential informant, or member known to the grand jury. That type of term we use is hot. But sometimes we use the term in a different way. Like, man, 50 Cent is still hot after all these years, man. Like, and in that instance, we may use it as he is relevant. He makes songs and puts together different production where he still, it sounds pleasant to the ear and catchy. So the term hot takes on a different definition at that point. Well, I plan to talk about my definition for ops. Welcome to the Foundation for Elevation Station. My name is Leon Meredith. And please excuse me for a second. Browns fan for life. 2 lifetimes. We have ops in our communities, in our lives, in our world. And I believe that a lot of people refer to this term and they refer to it as opportunist. This is not how I refer to it, but I believe that many do. What a opportunist may, gain. He's gaining perspectives and positions and rewards and different things at a lot of times at the expense of their morals and ethics. An opportunist. They break a lot of codes that they may or may not have. And the circle of people that they hang with really have no type of code on those levels either. And they break these codes because it has become fair seeming in our communities, in our day-to-day life. We do a lot of things that we believe is acceptable as a collective, as the general population of our community. And we know damn well that to do these types of acts are beneath what God, or beneath what a higher level of righteousness would check off as, oh, that's a good act. That is no way it could be perceived as being righteous, as being right. And just because a financial deposit is placed at the end does not make it righteous. I just wanted to, throw that out there. Then we have my definition of operative. An operative is a person hired by an agency, another person. It's like a secret agent. They are hired and they are going in to perform a certain act or gather certain information. And it takes a certain degree of heartlessness to be the type of operative that I'm referring to. An operative cloaks who they really are. You'll never know where an operative lives. The operatives, 9 times out of 10, you will never know where the operative lives. You may not even know their name. But it's some operatives that have a delusional mindset. And I pray to God for them. Because within that delusional mindset is a need for healing. You may believe that you're doing your task and you're going to be a spy, you're going to get information or complete a certain task for the force that you're working for. And you're hoping to play both sides of the coin. And is it possible? Probably. Probably it's possible to serve two masters. The dark forces or God. Can you? It could be possible if someone is naive enough, or if you are showing love to the person or situation you're being an operative towards. You can't just do your operative duties and think that, okay, this person really don't know, and no, they know you're operative. But we have operatives that are so delusional, they think that they're going to feed off both lanes like with impunity. Wow. See, it's just like this. You have to understand. I'm going to share something about my past. In the state of Ohio, we used to have an incarceration program. It was military based. It was boot camp. Oh, and it was extreme boot camp. They were, the state of Ohio hired former drill instructors from the Marines. These guys were higher level badasses. They really are. I think of it was 8, 9, 10 of them in total while I was there. It was a long time ago. I think I was 19 years old. I was shot in the spine when I was 18. You know, I don't talk about myself, my former self too much, but I was shot in the spine and paralyzed when I was 18 for almost 4 months, three and a half months. I couldn't move anything from my legs down. And I began to gain my mobility back. I seen my toes wiggle one day, and it was good. I just started. I had to learn how to walk again, like an old feeble. You know, I was feeble for a while, and I never had worked out in my life, not even for high school football. My team, well, the coaches, and I don't know. I didn't study how to go and work out properly, and the coaches didn't teach us, so I never worked out in my life. So I didn't know how to rehab properly. Just when I was able to gingerly walk, I was cool. I wasn't myself, and my confidence was real low in life, and I couldn't just be the superior dude that I was. So I was weak for maybe a year. So I had got arrested, and I was able to go to this boot camp. And I only had a short time in jail. I think they sentenced me to like 6 months. But the program, you could take 2 years off of your sentence. And most people would do the 3 month, it was 90-day program in boot camp, and you would erase 2 years off your sentence. See, me, I got like a month and a half off my sentence during when I got in there. It was like a month and a half I would win. So it wasn't no big deal to me. I went just because it was, I don't know why it appealed to me. Honor? It was like manhood. That's what like appealed to me. I said, oh, okay. And so I went, and the drill instructors was serious when I got there. They was slapping guys, going to their body with consecutive real deal blows. And it really woke me up from the get-go, because I knew that I was a person that wouldn't allow someone to treat me in such a manner. And one day we had to take showers real fast, and this is how I figured out how to just take showers more efficiently in my life and just scrub my body, because it was 6 shower heads and they would send 12 of us in there at once, and we had 2 minutes to handle our business. 6 people get wet, get out the way. While we get wet, we lather up our joint, and we would scrub our body real quick while the other 6 is getting wet. And while we scrubbing our body for maybe a minute, they would get out from getting wet and lathered up, and then we would get under there, rinse off properly, rinse our rag, get on out the way, while the other ones succeeded after us in the same process. But one day, in the midst of washing and everything, we were talking and having a conversation, and the drill instructor came in there and was like, 0, that means everybody freeze. So we all froze. And the one that he heard being loud, I'll never forget him, man. Sergeant Richards. Sergeant Richards came and he grabbed the one guy like, man, you talking? No, the guy said, man, why you talking? And Sergeant Richards said, why you talking? And he said, I'm handling my business, blah, blah, blah. And he had some smart aleck little tone to him. All I know is that I ain't see it, because he had us get in a push-up position and put our heads down. So we butthole naked, and this turned into something else. I'm talking about operatives. He busted him, I seen blood coming. And after that, I went to all the drill instructors on duty, and I asked for permission to speak. And I just told him, like, sir, no drill instructor is gonna hit prisoner Meredith in that type of manner. And I wanted to make that heard, sirs. And they ain't say nothing. They was all serious, because they knew I was dead serious. I was gonna go gun ho, but they was treating me. I was an exemplary prisoner, and they kicked my butt because I did some bad things, and they was putting punishments on me they have never done before. And so one of the drill instructors used to always tell me, he was like, man, I like 2 of them. Like, man, I love you, Meredith, man. Like, man, they trying to break you. They don't know that, they know they can't break you. But I love your spirit, because they was making me into such a weapon. Like, they showed me how to dig deep. And just like God is not, dig deep and be on a level that's just unmatched all the way around, physically, mentally, spiritually. And I was, and my point is, they was all operatives to me. They were hired to do little tasks and to treat me wrong and to make me better. Like, you honestly think that, I didn't have a liking for them. Like, I wanted to hang out with you. Hey, man, you my buddy, man. Let's hang out. You an operative. You hired to do dastardly things to me. This is something operatives are delusional about. Don't be delusional. And don't think that, I don't love you. I love you. Me, myself, we should love the operatives. But what they say, there's a lot of terms. Feed them with a long-handed spoon. We gonna keep it real around here. And you gotta put in your own work, man. A lot of operatives think they gonna serve 2 sides of it. Enjoy, benefit. Nah, you gotta put in your own work. I believe that is no love lost towards the operatives, the opportunists either. But what needs to be made clear is that you have to express love for your mark, for your person you trying to use to spy and get information from, profit. If you wish not to express profit, caring, express giving love, don't expect to eat off both sides of good and evil. You gotta express. Well, that's my message for the operatives, and my message for all of you out there, that your character, your morals, your ethics does not allow you to be an operative. I want to say I love you. I love your spirit, because my spirit is that of which I could never, ever penetrate and act fake. Peace.